following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Coming up on News 3 Live at 4, after several months of construction, the wait is finally over and coffee is finally flowing. Macomb Dunkin' Donuts opened its doors today.
Also, Macomb High boys basketball are already five games into their season. See what Coach Jeremy Anderson has to say about his team so far.
And will the warmer temps continue? News 3's Molly Nason will have your 5-day forecast ahead.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4. A new Dunkin' Donuts in Baskin-Robbins location opened its door today in Macomb. I'm Terrence Black.
And I'm Nick Garrick. This $1 million project has been in the works for several months now. City officials are excited for the new restaurant to be open in town. They believe this restaurant will benefit the community and draw in new residents to the area. This location features a drive-thru for customers to grab their coffee, donuts, and ice cream on the go. They are still accepting applications for part-time employees. So far, they have hired up to 50 people. The store is located on 820 West Jackson Street. It is open from 5 p.m. until 10 p.m.
And the holiday season is underway, and it tends to bring a lot of shopping. American Express started a movement in 2010 for communities to get together and remember about shopping small. The movement was brought to Macomb during the Thanksgiving weekend. The event is called Small Business Saturday. Macomb members had a chance to shop at local stores around the area and show their support. Nostalgia, Nelson's, and Sweet Shack 2.0 were a few businesses that participated in the event. Downtown Development Director Kristen Terry says it's important to be aware of the small businesses your community offers.
Pretty much to support them and also to let people that don't ever shop small to remember why it's unique shopping than a big box store.
The city plans to continue participating in Small Business Saturday in 2016.
The Western Illinois University Department of Art will host its annual holiday art sale. The event will feature original works including jewelry, ceramics, silkscreens, and prints. The sale will be held in the University Union Prairie Lounge from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Wednesday.
Now, they will continue participating in Small Business Saturday in 2018. An annual holiday festival is on its way back to Macomb. Dickens on the Square is a magical holiday that will start at 2 p.m. tomorrow in Macomb's downtown square. This event gives the community an opportunity to experience the Christmas season with Victorian setting. Refreshments will be provided by Hy-Vee for purchase, and events such as cookie decorating and horse carriage rides will be provided. Several other events will take place at Dickens on the Square. For more information on the events, you can follow up on Dickens on the Square on their Facebook page.
The community will have a chance to see Santa on Saturday. He will be riding an Emmett Chalmers fire truck. The truck will be traveling through the Georgetown and Meadowbrook subdivisions starting around 1 p.m. It will also be collecting donations for those in need. Later on, Santa will be at the fire station from 4 p.m. for everyone to come and visit.
It's the Christmas season once again, and WIU is holding the annual Holiday Festival of Choirs. The concert will take place at the St. Paul Catholic Church this Saturday. A number of choirs and singers will perform, including a 60-voice children's chorus and the Macomb High School Concert Choir. Audience members are encouraged to sing along and join in the holiday spirit. Tickets are $10, and WIU students are free with their school ID.
Moving to weather, we've been seeing temperatures in the low 60s and high 50s, putting us above the average high temperatures for this time of year, and tomorrow is the first day of December. It doesn't really feel a lot like Christmas, but News 3's Molly Nason joins us live outside the WIU University Union with her first forecast. Molly, how's the weather out there?
Well, it's pretty chilly out here right now. The sun is going down very quickly. We're seeing temperatures sitting at about 53 degrees. Dew point below freezing at 28 degrees, humidity at 37%, and winds out of the northwest at 13 miles per hour. Now, if we're looking at what we saw today, we actually had a high of 54 degrees today with some sunnier skies, little clouds. Dew point at 27 degrees, humidity at 37%, and winds out of the northwest were at 14 miles per hour. Now, if we take a look at our surface map, we can look at why we're seeing those gorgeous temperatures. You can see right over the Midwest area, we have a high pressure system, which is giving way to those beautiful blue skies and sunny days that we have been seeing for the past 3 days this week. It's been very warm out. So Back to you guys in there. We'll take a look at the weather later on.
All right, thank you very much. I hope even if it does get colder, I'm hoping it still stays sunny so you feel a little better when you go out.
Me too. I love this weather right now. It's amazing for winter that's almost coming.
Yes, thank you, Molly.
The Macomb Amtrak station just recently renovated to better accommodate people with disabilities. There will be a ribbon-cutting ceremony Tuesday, December 5th at 3 p.m. The new exterior ramp, exterior door modifications, and remodeling of bathrooms were all included in the renovations. Mayor Mike Inman was very happy that Amtrak chose Macomb to be the first location of many Amtrak station renovations throughout the country.
The WIU School of Music Student Council will host a hurricane relief recital this Saturday. The recital will be held in the Kofac Recital Hall at 1 p.m. All proceeds will help replace supplies for public schools damaged by the recent hurricanes. The recital will feature performances by the Music Teachers National Association, the National Association for Music Education, and more. Admission to the recital is free, but donations will be accepted at the door.
And another man is in jail in connection to the multiple tool thefts in McDonough and Fulton counties. A 22-year-old Donald Friday of Bushnell was arrested Wednesday. Local law enforcement says they've been looking for him since last Friday. A deputy from the McDonough County Sheriff's Office Friday fled out the back door of a Bushnell home when officers tried to make the arrest. Friday had been in the McDonough County Jail on a $75,000 bond. This arrest comes after the Sheriff's Office arrested another man, Jason Miller, in connection to the same crimes last Friday. They say they're still investigating and believe more arrests are soon to come.
The city of Macomb is preparing to kick off a year-long celebration in honor of Illinois' 200th birthday. A flag-raising ceremony will be held on the front lawn of City Hall Monday at noon. The year-long celebration will begin this Sunday. The Illinois Bicentennial will recognize how long Illinois has influenced American history, achievement, and culture.
Coming up on Live at 4, there's a concern of college businesses becoming less affordable if proposed tax bill passes.
What cuts legislators in Washington want to make that affect college students ahead? Next.
A national media journalist fired over inappropriate sexual behavior. More details ahead.
I think just working with everybody in the newsroom, everybody has such a great camaraderie. All the opportunities that I've been given here have just been amazing to expand on that resume. I try not to beat myself up on the mistakes I make because there's so many opportunities. Just giving that experience, and this is how I got to do things in the real world, is really what the broadcasting and journalism department has done for me. When you have a really good show and that everybody nailed it, I mean, that's one of the best feelings in the world.
Oh, emojis! I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you! She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Jane!
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
I want to be able to stand in front of a camera and tell people the story of what the weather's going to be like that day, or be able to tell people, hey, there's something coming your way, you need to take cover, you need to watch out. And being able to stand in front of a camera and tell not only people who are directly involved, but their family members as well, like, this is what's going on. It's been very important to me because, you know, being in those situations where you are relying on the news to tell you what's going on, I like to be a part of that and helping people with that.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. Live at 4 continues.
Welcome back. A tax bill released by House Republicans promises tax breaks for middle-class Americans, but it could also put more of a financial burden on some college students. The GOP tax proposal takes away a tax break many college graduates use. The plan would no longer allow those student loans to deduct interest from their taxes. The GOP plan also changes how long students can use the American Opportunity Credit. The credit provided a $2,500 credit for tuition, fees, and course materials. Also, the plan would tax tuition waivers as income for graduate students, a roughly 400% tax increase affecting around 145,000 graduate students. The president says the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is going to help the middle class. President Trump was in St. Charles, Missouri on Wednesday showing support for the plan. The House bill passed earlier this month, but the Senate tax plan keeps many of the tax breaks in place. Senate Republicans have been discussing their bill throughout the day, and they hope to reach a vote by the end of the week. Both houses will eventually have to vote on one bill.
World AIDS Day will be commemorated tomorrow from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. in the Multicultural Center. The event includes displays about HIV/AIDS and its impact, as well as awareness and tribute activities and raffle prizes. For more information, contact the Butte Health Education. Did you know that the majority of the millions of new arthritis diagnoses each year are for people 65 years old or younger? Kim Hutcherson explains this today in today's Health Minute.
Arthritis is more common in the United States than previously thought, especially in people 65 years of age and younger. That's according to new research published by the Arthritis and Rheumatology Medical Journal. Data from more than 33,000 participants in the 2015 National Health Interview Survey found that more than 19% of men and 16% of women aged 18 to 64 years reported some joint symptoms without a doctor diagnosis. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says almost 55 million American adults have had a doctor diagnose them with painful joint inflammation and stiffness. The majority of current cases of arthritis are among people under the age of 65. The Arthritis Foundation suggests these tips for managing pain associated with arthritis. Take any medication as prescribed by your doctor. Manage your weight and stay active. Water aerobics, yoga, and walking can help reduce joint pain and improve flexibility. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
And in national news, former Today Show anchor Matt Lauer has been fired from NBC. Monday night, executives at NBC received a formal complaint from a female employee accusing Lauer of inappropriate sexual behavior during the 2014 Sochi Olympics. Since then, Lauer has been accused of sexual harassment by multiple women. On Wednesday morning, the network's chairman informed all employees of his termination. Also, David Sweeney with the National Public Radio was let go Wednesday for alleged improper behavior. These incidents come amid several other prominent media personalities accused of inappropriate sexual behavior misconduct within the last few months. Just last week, Charlie Rose was fired from CBS News involving allegations of sexual harassment. Developments are continuing to come out on many of these recent accusations. Lauer was at NBC for the last 20 years.
And with a lot of outdoor activities this weekend, the winter weather hasn't just yet hit us. News 3's Molly Nason will give you a look at what's ahead.
I was born in St. Charles, Missouri, and grew up with my mom and dad and my younger sister. Funniest or most terrifying? I used to get in trouble for laughing on air, and one day we had someone kind of come in and straighten me out a little bit, if that makes sense, and everybody got a pretty good kick out of that one. My favorite thing about News 3 is probably how close we can get in a learning environment to the real world, not only from great things like this studio to the production room and even our writing lab. It's almost like what the professionals use.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be tornado next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Western Illinois University. Automatic scholarships and affordable education and more are all yours at Western Illinois University. Apply today at wiu.edu.
Good evening, Macomb, and welcome back. We're actually seeing 52 degrees now since I've been outside. Sunny skies still, although that sun is going down very quickly. Dew point is at 27 degrees, and because it is getting cooler out, the humidity is actually increasing. And winds have dropped to out of the northwest at 11 miles per hour. Now we're going to take another look as to why we're seeing such gorgeous temperatures and skies. Look at this high pressure system over our area. High pressure systems are associated with beautiful blue skies and some windy days. That's why it's been a little windy lately, but we can't complain about those temperatures. Looking at the almanac, we're still a little bit above what we're normally seeing with average temperatures 42 and 24. Now, we saw a high of 70 back in 1933 and -3 in 1929. And the sunset time for this time of year is actually 4:40, very close to 4:40. So that sun's going to be going down here pretty soon. Taking a look now at our temperatures across the United States. Remember where that high pressure system was? There it is again, everyone, right there. We're seeing all those beautiful temperatures and unseasonably warm temperatures right where that high pressure system is. Looking at the Midwest weather tracker, ta-da! No clouds or anything because of the high pressure. We love high pressure here in the Midwest. Looking at current temperatures again here in Macomb, 52 degrees, 54 down in Beardstown, and 54 up in Burlington. Tonight, we're going to see our temperatures get at or below freezing with 28 here in Macomb, 30 in Beardstown, and 30 in Quincy. Tomorrow, we're going to see our temperatures get unseasonably warm again with 53 here in Macomb, 56 in Quincy, and 54 in Keokuk. Tomorrow night, we're going to be at or above freezing with 32 degrees here in Macomb, 35 in Springfield, and 33 in Bloomington. Tonight, we're going to have beautifully clear skies with a low of 28 degrees, so if you're going out, make sure you bring a jacket. It's going to be very chilly, with winds out of the west-northwest at 4 miles per hour. Tomorrow, we're going to see some sunny, partly cloudy skies with a high of 53 degrees, and winds out of the south at 9 miles per hour. Those winds out of the south are actually going to bring us some warmer air, so nothing coming up from the north where there's plenty of snow and ice. So that's going to help keep our temperatures toasty for tomorrow. Now, looking at our 5-day forecast, look at all those gorgeous temperatures with 53 degrees tomorrow, 56 on Saturday, and 57 on Sunday with some partly cloudy skies. However, on Monday, we're going to see 62 degrees with a chance of thunderstorms throughout the day, and dropping down to a low of 33. Tuesday, we're going to bring back partly cloudy skies with a high of 42.
I have to say, Molly, I'm not too excited about that 28-degree low that we have coming.
Oh no, it's such a big gap from what we saw today at 54 and then down to well below freezing tonight.
It's extremely cold, but I do love those new warms that we have, especially for winter, and then December's coming around the corner. It's really not the temperatures for Christmas time, but
looking forward to Monday with some possible thunderstorms in very warm temperatures.
Yeah, but with the warm weather, let's talk about the hot hands in basketball. How about that, Zach?
You're totally right, Nick. We have a triple threat from the court as high school and college basketball seasons are in full swing. The WIU men's basketball team already showing some tenacity this season. Would they be able to continue the run against the Jaguars of IUPUI? Also, the women's team picking up where they left off last season. With a sweep on the cards, would the Leathernecks be able to down Chicago State again? Find out next in sports.
We'd do anything for kids. Yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org.
I learned broadcasting for 3 years in high school, so towards my senior year, I was pretty much invested in wanting to pursue a career. And I do enjoy it now, but I'm searching for a way to make sure that it's something that I want to pursue after college. That way I'll be able to wake up every day and say, this is something I want to do, this is something that I love, this is something that I can teach, I can spread, I can affect people with.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Welcome back to Live at 4. I'm Zach Stone. The WIU men's basketball team looking to bounce back from an away loss at Iowa State with a tough matchup against IUPUI. And every play in this highlight, that man Kobe Webster is involved in some way. The big man Gilbeck outside to Webster, and he buries the wing Trey. Next possession for WIU, and it's going to pop out to Webster again. He just lifting it up, putting it down. Another triple, same result as before. And this man is good on all sides of the ball, let me tell you. Webster outside dish, Isaac Johnson, the freshman, from 3. The Leathernecks build an early lead, 21-8. And Webster slipping it outside, Dalen Ankrum with the stuff. Man, and they just big all over the court, taking over against IUPUI. And the true freshman did not let up, knocks down the fadeaway J, and just look at that hold. A tough play for IUPUI to get into groove with Webster answering all night long. And from straight on, another 3 from Webster, who just took over the game and gave the Jaguar fits the entire night. And the men indeed do hold on behind a stellar performance from Kobe Webster. He finishes with 27 points and 8 rebounds on the night. Dalen Ankrum adds on 19 as the Leathernecks roll to their 5th victory this season. And WIU women's basketball also starting off strong. The women 5-2 facing a familiar opponent in Chicago State. In their matchup earlier this year, the women would win by 38. But would they be able to keep the same intensity when they go home to Western Hall? The Leathernecks trying to rebound from a loss to Milwaukee on Sunday. Full force, and here comes Emily Clemens to Michelle Farrow for 3. We're just really good at shooting threes here in Macomb. I just want you to know that, men and women. And a couple moments later, Farrow again, this time from the wing. It's like they can't miss. Taylor Higginbotham on defense, now driving on offense. Hope and the harm. Western off to a 12-2 start. And Emily Clemens is just sick. Outside, Higginbotham the triple, and Western double their lead, and it's a double-double on the way for Higginbotham. The Cougars making it tough in the second quarter. Alexandria Cliff gets it to roll off the glass, but WIU would go into the half, leading by 8. Bloomer's 3 doesn't go, but Brown's 2 does, and it's got a foul added onto it. The Leatherneck bench pumped up. And pulling away late were the Leathernecks. Higginbotham stops and drills the 3 from straight on. The Leathernecks take it by 14. Morgan Bloomer and Taylor Higginbotham finish with 17 each, and they roll past Chicago State for the 2nd time this season. And it's always an exciting time when both teams from WIU win. The women on the road against the Shockers of Wichita State. Tip-off for that game is scheduled for tomorrow at noon. Lots of basketball on the cards this week. After a 5-game tournament to start the season, the Bombers of MHS currently sit at 3-2. With a tough game tomorrow night against Illini West, Coach Jeremy Anderson says his team have to focus on the defensive side of the ball this week.
On the weekend, we ran into some really stiff competition. We played Chatham, Glenwood, and Morton and lost both those games. But I feel like we learned a lot about our team in the wins and the losses.
Coach Jeremy Anderson says defense is the biggest liability with the team.
We found out which one of our guys is ready to compete and which one of our guys aren't quite ready for this level yet. And so we have a lot that we need to work on here at home and practice. We saw some defensive liabilities that we need to take care of, especially defensive rebounding.
The Bombers will look to Carter Fahey to take control of the scoring.
I think we made a good start to the tournament. I mean, last year we went 1-5, and 1-4 actually, and then this year we were 3-2. So we're making big jumps, and I think we have a lot more experience, 3 starters coming back and everything like that. But we got a lot of things to work on, and we know that. But that's what we have practice for this week to get ready for Friday and Saturday.
Ben Higgins can't wait to return from injury for fast break practices.
I like the competitive drills, you know, like the 3-on-2 fast break, where you get to get out and run, transition, and also get shots up.
With the hope that Ben Higgins returns from injury, the Bombers get ready for Illini West. Tip-off for that game is scheduled for 7:30 tomorrow at Macomb High School gym. And after a successful 8-4 season, 10 Leathernecks received Missouri Valley Football Conference honors. 4 Leathernecks were chosen for the first team. Standout linebacker Brett Taylor was joined by Jacob Judd, Jalen Acklin, and Colin Saunders. 2 Leathernecks also made the second team, Steve McShane and junior Justin Fitzpatrick earning honors. Sean McGuire, Quentin Moon, Max Norris, and Josh Baldus all received honorable mentions as well. Brett Taylor might have to make some room on his shelves because he might have one more accolade on his way should he take home the Buck Buchanan Trophy later this year. That's sports. Final word is next.
I understand. I know it's not your typical resume.
Okay, well.
But candidate. But I've been working double shifts just to pay for books. I've been raising my 2 little brothers. I'm determined, driven, motivated. Isn't that what you're looking for?
Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
I started to think about doing broadcasting my freshman year. I started calling some football games for the freshman football team. My high school didn't really have a broadcasting program like some do, and so a lot of my stuff was just PA for different sports, for basketball, for volleyball. And my mom signed me up for a visit to come to Western on a Discover Western Day. And I walked through the doors of the rec center, and Buzz Hoon shook my hand, said, "Zach Stone, I've seen all your footage, I know who you are, and you belong here." And that's what really makes WIU feel like home.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Getting that college education, what are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else? Or will you dare do something different? Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills, the smarts. Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget. That would be cool. Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself? What are you gonna make of me?
The Macomb community is starting to get in the holiday spirit. As you can see, this house on Lafayette Street is decorated in festive lights and other trimmings.
The Amtrak station and Chandler Park have also been decorated for the community to enjoy these coming holidays.
Now, if you can just look at those lights real quick. I mean, I saw it the other night and I was tempted to walk.
Yeah.
I did see the lights and they were pretty. That's elaborate. Like those
you
are
can see it down
lights.
the street. And it's their whole house, that
Right.
one house alone.
The fact that it's such a huge house, too, it can't be missed.
Exactly.
Hopefully
and then
it
the
doesn't-
Amtrak's all done, too, so they have the whole station done in Chandler Park, so anybody coming and going from Macomb, they can see us.
I always love when you get to watch the town get lit up during the Christmas time. It's one of my favorite times of the year.
It's the best. Anyway, that's all for us today.
But does those lights mean the sun will shine for us?
So it's going to be pretty sunny this weekend. High of 53 and 56 on Saturday, so a great weekend. Sunday, we're going to see some more clouds. Monday, we actually have a chance for some thunderstorms across the area with a high of 62, so that's going to feel really well, or good. And then on Tuesday, we're going to bring those clouds back with some sun and a high of just 42 degrees. So it's looking really good for the rest of the week.
Yeah, those temperatures are very nice. Thank you very much, Molly.
Now that's all for us today, but we're online all the time.
Stay up to date with us, News3WIU, at news3WIU.com, or like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Just search our handle at News3WIU. You can also search us on YouTube and subscribe. Join us for tomorrow for our final Good Morning Macomb of the semester.
A reminder, there will be no Live at 4 next Tuesday, but we will return for our final newscast of the semester 1 week from today. Thank you for joining us this evening.
And from all of us here at News 3, have a good night, Macomb.